Most of you will be familiar with this actor since the international success of Squid Games. Gong Yoo is a South Korean actor from Busan. He first rose to fame in the romantic comedy Coffee Prince, and over the years since, he's become well known for being extremely selective with his roles, only taking projects with strong scripts. That careful approach has earned him a reputation for consistent quality in his performances. You don't often see Gong Yoo in something mediocre. What makes Gong Yoo stand out? For me, his biggest strength is his subtle, naturalistic style. He has amazing range and versatility. He moves seamlessly through genres, romantic leads like Coffee Prince, to high-octane thrillers like The Suspect and Train to Busan. His subtle, naturalistic style, instead of reaching or risking any overacting, he relies on small expressions, a flicker in the eyes, a slight pause that pulls you in as the viewer. It almost gives him authenticity. He's simply not giving it all away, and that's what we do in real life. Even in genre-heavy stories like Train to Busan with sci-fi, high fantasy, he grounds his characters in real human emotion, allowing any project that he's in to be enjoyed outside of the genre. So for anyone yet who is not aware of this actor, I'm going to be breaking down 4 of his key performances I've watched that I recommend for you. Number 1, Train to Busan. Gong Yoo's character, Sik-woo, begins as a distant, work-focused father, cold, clipped, emotionally unavailable. Initially, his character is very detached with restraint, giving him a much bigger transformation later when it comes to his selfless act. Being such a professional, work-focused father, he has a slightly skewed relationship with his daughter. There are many scenes during the movie where him and his daughter have difficulty in interacting at times. Sik-woo learns so much from each of the characters he interacts with. The final sequence of the movie is probably the most emotional ending you will ever find in any horror genre. And this is a good example of how versatile he is. He is generally more subtle, doesn't normally display big emotions like this. This end sequence required that. His character has the biggest arc where he starts off from a very selfish point of view to a very selfless point of view with his sacrifice at the end. In stark contrast, The Trunk, which is a TV show you can watch on Netflix, is a moody psychological drama where all the characters seem very subdued and extremely subtle in their performances. It has had a lot of successful critique based on the mature nature of the show in the way that the characters interact with each other. Gong Yoo's performance is very internalized. From episode 1, the grief is shown through his performance, whether it's his lowered eyes or just the tension in his jaw. You can see there's constant sadness in the way he performs. Confrontation scenes are very underplayed in this show. Instead of shouting, there's just lots of simmering and quiet suppression of feelings. He has a lot of backstory that can be explained when you watch it, in which he does suffer from migraines and so he's an insomniac. It is very well directed and it is very stylish. The sets, the house, everything is shot beautifully. Also, the fact that the pace is very slow does mean that when there are the odd outbursts that happens, it catches you off guard and it makes more of an impact. The character he's playing has a lot more internal nuances that it's very unsettling the way he is behaving, but it's very believable. So I would say, even though the show is not my favorite out of the 4 choices, I would say his performance, his physicality, the additional work he's done, slouched posture, his deliberate pacing, the way he moves around, there are little signs of his emotional exhaustion. But it is shot very well, isn't it? You can see the shots are beautiful. Just on him, on her, it's just a beautiful shot. And with the music, He's got great eyes. The way he moves his eyes is so subtle. There's no big movements at all. They're just micro movements. That's what he does very well. The next show that you can also watch on Netflix is called The Silent Sea. This is actually before The Trunk, so he looks the same all the time anyway. So again, just to demonstrate his nuanced, subtle performances. And to be honest, I would like to highlight this actor as well. Her name is Bai Duna, and the way she plays this character, she steals the entire... She is the star of the show, and she steals the show as well. Her character is so well played. In some ways, she's the female version of Gong Yoo. The way she plays this particular character, it has so much depth, but it's so subtle. There is so much going on in her head that you can see. She plays it in such a way where she's very emotionally guarded, emotionally restricted, and you can tell in her performance. I recommend the show especially for her. Gong Yoo is very much a co-star in this particular show. He plays Captain Han, a leader of a dangerous moon mission, and she is brought on as the main expert doctor to come along the mission. What I like is that, again, he doesn't play Han as a fearless commander. You see cracks, panic under the surface, yet he still shoulders the burden of the leadership. The physicality is intense too. There's lots of action in this, set in space on the moon. Zero gravity stunts, very well filmed. There's lots of confined corridors, constant motion, lots of action. But when Gong Yoo is on screen, again, it doesn't matter what genre, he's able to bring a quiet balance to whatever he's playing, so it brings you back to the emotional depth that he can carry off. When you're aware of his backstory, it humanizes the character more. You can see in his eyes the sadness that he's carrying around. So with Train to Busan, The Trunk, and The Silent Sea, you can see he's very good at using his eyes, holding a lot of the pain and sadness that each of those characters has. And this could be why they chose him for Squid Games, because he still plays that subtle, naturalistic style, but it's different this time, because now instead he has a type of sadness, you could argue, in his eyes still, but it's a more psychopathic character. So in this scene, this is where he first meets Seong Gi-hong. It's a very fun scene, but you can still see someone who enjoys inflicting pain on someone, and almost that feeling, I love that. Almost that feeling of enjoyment at looking down at the person. As you discover later, he has a very superior attitude. That's the first time he meets Seong Ji-hong. So now let's wind forward to one of the most impressive performances, possibly the best performance in the entire series, the Russian roulette game. Again, using his eyes somehow to display two different sides to his face. It's almost like the psychopathic side is being displayed on the left side of his face. Possibly because maybe the character has been doing it so long, it's turned him psychopathic. You can certainly tell that character has truly lost his mind. It would almost make sense that a character like this, doing this job for so long, obviously being a damaged individual already, but just by living that life over and over, you can see it's obviously taking the toll on him. It's almost contorted his face in a way now. The left side of his face is different to the right side of his face. The stakes are extremely high in this game, and it's so beautiful, the two characters going at it. So you just look at his face, you can just see that has turned him crazy, and there's no hiding it anymore. In season 1, he had a mask that would just be a gentle smile, like a friendly salesman. But he's so damaged now that You cannot hide what's going on inside his head anymore. So that mask of sanity has truly slipped. No matter what the type of part it is, whatever genre it is, the acting is not about a big grand performance. He doesn't have to do a lot. You can just be still in the moment, and you don't have to show the camera what you're feeling. If you feel it, the small nuances, the small thoughts and micro expressions that will occur are enough. The audience now is very intelligent and they can see every single thing. It's that truth that he gives to the performance, to the character, no matter how crazy the character is, no matter how crazy the genre is. What he does is he grounds it, and that's what makes him such a compelling actor. So check out the 4 recommendations and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.